every application starts with multiple components, right? Starts with multiple components. So you have to define your component. You have to define your component in Bootstrap. Understood? In Bootstrap of which file? app.module.ts. So you have to define there. That means now in Bootstrap means start. In Bootstrap you have to mention your component. Your component is what? Netflix register. This is the component you need to define. Netflix register is the component you need to configure. So lot of work is there, right? We have to add a component, write the logic for the component, and we have to go to app module. Two places you have to do changes. One is declarations, another one is Bootstrap. Now in Bootstrap you said it is starting with which file? Index Netflix register. Then in index page also same must be there. That means now what you have to do? Go to which location? Index.html. Go to index.html. In body section you need to keep this selector. What is the selector name? App register. That is the selector name, na? You have to use that app register in the body. That is what you have to do. Remember, if Bootstrap have two components, those two must be here. That means what you defined in Bootstrap should match with the index. Note, this is very, very important. Many times people forget giving that component selector in index. Then what is, and sometimes in Bootstrap is different and in index is different. It will not work. So it is important that means index.html must have exactly the same components defined in Bootstrap. Understood? In Bootstrap of which one? App module.ts. Compulsory. If there are two, those two must be here. If there is only one must be here. And it should match. That means here there is another component, here selector is another component, it will not work. It should match exactly. So one more work is there for us. We need to go, because we change it to Netflix, but in index HTML which one is there? App root will be there. By default you can see that, right? That means let's go to Netflix register. We changed here. Now let's go to index HTML. Index HTML is present in this location. This is index HTML. In index HTML, app root is there. You observe here, currently when I open our project, it shows error empty. Let's go to inspect and let's go to console and see. When you go to the console, you will see error. You can see the error. Error is nothing but app register did not match. Did not match with whom? Did not match with Bootstrap. In Bootstrap you are doing something, here you are doing something. So it is not matching. So what you have to do now? Let's change this. Remove app root, and here we have to keep what? App register. Now it is ready. Now you can see your project starts with exactly what you have mentioned. So once I recompile and reload, and it will get that. That means our component is there, but it is not having all the design and effects. Na? What you designed, it is there. We have a paragraph and we have an email, another one button. Suppose we want to give some effects. Some effects we want to manually give. So let's do that. Let's go here now. In the Netflix component, in the Netflix component TS, here we need to add some styles. Actually, these two we will keep in another div. Understood? Another div. These two I am keeping in a div, paragraph and that design. And for this div, I will put a class. You know how to apply styles. I will write a class. Suppose I will give as register container. Okay. Register container is the class. Now I need to apply effects. Remember, it is inline technique. Inline technique means styles also here. Then we have to put here, see, two selectors, two attributes. One is selector, another one template. After that, comma, here we have to define styles. Style is an array. How you know it is an array or not? Actually, you can right click and go to definition. Understood? When you go to definition, it will tell you its type. It is what type? String array. Then you know how to write it, right? Then string array means we have to put string in that. What is the class name? Class name is what? Register hyphen component. Component is the selector, na? Container. Yeah. Register what? Container. Register container. For that, what effects you want? This is class selector, na? Class selector means dot, right? We have to use dot. Class selectors are defined with dot. Register container. What effects you want for it? So here we need to put the effects. What are the effects you need to define for it? What are the effects we need to define? I want to apply. What is it? Text align. I am using text align. Text align. What is the text alignment you want? Suppose center like this. This is all on one file, one location. It's just separated I am giving. This is the register component, how you need to define. This is text aligner as what? Center. That is how we need to configure. Now you see, you save this, whatever changes you have done, it will be updated into this location. And you can see here it is showing some option. What is it? Actually, this is object. So we have not, what is that? Text align. It is an object type, na? Text align colon center. Okay. Then it will be centered. Some problem. One more extra is there. Text align is centered. Now it will be centered. But to keep center, some more changes we need to do. What is it? Register container. Actually, it is not container, na? Container means we will use actual so many effects we need to give. Not only this. Actually, what effects we need to give? We need to give display. You know display. Display we have to add what? Flex. Okay, na? And another one we need to add display flex is one option. We are keeping display flex. Okay, what is the next effect? So justify content. Justify content. So this is a string type. All string type are important. This also display flex. So justify content. Justify content what? Center. Yeah, display flex and justify content center. So content. Okay. Yeah. One more here. Register container. What effect we are having? Somewhere we missed. height width also we need because it is having lot of content. I will do one thing. Means this is first I will just show you here. We have for paragraph text align. Text align is what center. Where is this? Styles are applied only. Selector. I will just give this. Red. Text align. Another attribute is text align. Text align. Text align is what center. No. Actually, these attributes are important. Actually, here text align. Set where what is problem? No, this should work. Text align. Acha, this is we are writing styles na, right? So when we are writing styles, what are the effects we need to define is comma. I am using semicolon, right? I am writing comma by mistake. Actually, it is what semi. Here we are. I am thinking this as an JavaScript object. I am writing. It is a style object, na. Style object is separated with what? Semicolon, right? It will be fine. Okay. Now I am in the mind of JavaScript object. I am giving comma because it's style object. Style object should be semicolon. Okay, right. Now, if you want another effect, what we have to use another style, what we have to write for which container? Register what container? Register container. What effects we want? Suppose display. Display which effect we want? Flex. So another semicolon. What is this? Justify content. Justify content what? Center. All this is enough, right? These all effect we need to give. Okay. Yeah. That's okay. Why? Because we have to add, we used flex now, right? Then when we use flex, what should happen is all must be in one container. This paragraph, this div, all must be in one container if you use dflex. Understood? That is one div I am giving. In that div, we will put this one. Okay. Because when you use display flex, all must be in one container. Okay, that is the style we need to apply. Then it will keep everything in center. Okay, now this color for paragraph not required. Only one option we will give. What is it? Register container will be kept to center. Okay. Now what should happen? This appearance is not satisfied. Appearance you have to give more. What we have to do? We will add one more button colors and effects. We need to achieve this exactly in which way? like Netflix. If you have to achieve exactly Netflix, currently I'm just giving only one style, right? What style I am giving? Display as flex, justify content as center. Only this I am giving. Remember, vertically also you want center means we have to add one more option. What is it? Align items. Align items what? Center. And we need to add a height. Height is how many pixels? Suppose I am giving 400 pixel. Then it will give vertically also center. Understood? But how to give an appearance like Netflix? That is because of Bootstrap. They are using which effects? Bootstrap. If you want exactly like Netflix, then you have to apply Bootstrap. Is Bootstrap available in our project? No. We have to install Bootstrap. After installing Bootstrap, we can apply effects. Let's achieve that, right? Exactly Netflix like screen we have to achieve. Let's see how to do that. First, this part we will make, right? I will give you in the note. So this is example. In example, first step, what you have to do, go to which folder? App folder, and add what? Components folder. Components folder. Next, add a new file into components. What is that file name? We have to use Netflix hyphen register dot component dot ts. I will give the code here. This is the code. Let me copy that entire code, which already we written manually. So this is the code. After that, you need to do some more changes. What are the changes? After you do this, third step, go to which location? app.module.ts. In these two things you need to do. What are those? One is in declarations. In declarations, you have to add which one? Netflix register. Another in Bootstrap. In Bootstrap also you need to keep Netflix register. And fourth, index.html. You have to go to index.html. There in the body, you have to add app register. This is what we have to do. This is the example we designed. Okay. Now, it is still not having the complete appearance because we are writing our own styles. To give the complete perfect appearance, now I will give you another option. Set up Bootstrap. Bootstrap for Angular project. For your Angular project, you need to set up Bootstrap. Okay. How to set up Bootstrap for Angular project? First point, if you set Bootstrap, have you learned Bootstrap? No. Then I will do one thing. Initially I will show you. You can easily handle that. You can try. I will do one thing. One weekend session, I will conduct a Bootstrap related one workshop. If you attend that workshop, then you will get a clarity on Bootstrap so that you can easily handle, because in real world projects, we need Bootstrap compulsory. Along with your HTML, JavaScript, you should learn Bootstrap actually. If you learn Bootstrap, it's okay. Otherwise, I will take a small workshop on weekend. Then you can get clarity and you can start using it. Okay. Right here, I will give. So how to set up Bootstrap is first open your workspace location in terminal. You know how to open your workspace location in terminal. It is Angular workspace. Na? Yes, this location, you have to run the following commands. Actually, you have to run command npm install bootstrap and save. One more, npm install bootstrap icons and save. These two you have to do. You have to install Bootstrap and Bootstrap icons. Actually, Bootstrap is compulsory. Without Bootstrap, you can't design applications in the real world. Okay. Now you install Bootstrap and Bootstrap icons. Let's do. Go to project workspace. Actually, already in one terminal, my project is running. You can open another terminal. Here plus is there. Na? You click, another terminal will open. Here you have to run the commands. What are those? npm install what? Bootstrap and save. So Bootstrap save. One more you need to do. Bootstrap icons. Another one, npm install bootstrap hyphen icons and save. Bootstrap and Bootstrap icons. Once Bootstrap and Bootstrap icons are saved, means we are installing. Now one more work is there. We need to make this Bootstrap available to all components. Then you remembered I told you about a file called styles.css. Styles.css contains global styles. That means the styles which you want to use in every component, you have to keep them here. So in this styles.css file, you have to import import. You can import CSS files. Where the files are present, I hope you know all files installed. We discussed there will be a folder called node modules. So // it comes to src. Again // it comes to shopping. Again // here we see node modules. Understood? Because currently our component style CSS is in which folder? App. We have to come out of app. If you come out of app, src will come. You have to come out of src. Then project will come out of the project, then node modules will come. Node modules is the location in workspace, na? Right. In node modules, which one? Bootstrap. In Bootstrap, dist. In dist, CSS. In CSS, there will be a file called bootstrap.css. This is the file we have to link. One more file we have to link. Another one, import. And // node modules bootstrap icons in that font, in that bootstrap icons.css. These two files you have to link in styles.css. So go to app styles.css. Styles.css. So it is styles.css directly. Huh? In styles.css, these two you have to import. Understood? Now your project is ready to use Bootstrap. Your project is ready to use Bootstrap. Interestingly, what happens suddenly, you will see some changes happened in your project. Changes are nothing but little bit font style will change. Little bit font style will change. Now Bootstrap is ready. If Bootstrap is ready, we can apply directly Bootstrap classes. When you import this, Bootstrap is ready. Once Bootstrap is ready, you can apply classes. How? Let's go to the design. Here, this is Netflix component. In Netflix component, in the design here, what you can do is see for this container, we use a class called input group. After that, for this email, we put a class called form control. These are ready-made Bootstrap classes. For button, we put a class called btn danger. Then automatically here, instead of that symbol, you put a span. In the span, actually, we put bootstrap icon, class called bi chevron right will be there. Chevron right, and you can see that is symbol name, that is bootstrap symbol name, and you can see it is there. Understood? Now input group will be, we can use input group LG means large, then you can see little size increases. And actually what they have done, this container have bg dark and the text white, then you can see automatically the appearance will change like this. That is bootstrap. If we install bootstrap, then it's very simple. We don't need much styles to write. Of course we return the styles. What styles we return? Display center, horizontally and vertical, right? But other effects are defined by using just bootstrap. That's the reason we cannot say that I know Angular but I don't know bootstrap or CSS, HTML. That doesn't satisfy in interviews, right? Because Angular is a very advanced technology in building effective user interfaces in the modern web. And if you say I know Angular but not CSS, JavaScript, CSS or bootstrap like things, nobody will take you as a developer. Your Angular skills are incomplete. You are not fit as a real world project developer in Angular if you are not good enough in CSS and bootstrap. Compulsory. So not only for Angular, React, Angular, all these requires very strong knowledge on bootstrap, CSS, right? Because we can't waste time in designing all these. We have to simplify. Without bootstrap, if I have to design like this, so much time. We need to add lot of effects. And software development is not talent show. It is business, right? They don't care about how much hard work you done. They just care whether you achieved it, that functional perfectly or not. That's the reason we have to use lot of such things in handling. Actually, so its height is set to certain things. How much we set height? So 400. So here actually the height I define some 600. Then you can see it fill ups the screen, right? And you can add. Now we will see complete Netflix screen design. I will tell you how to design. I just created only one component. What is that component? Register. What is the specialty here is reusability. For example, see now, suppose same register again I want, then we don't need to design again. In index page, we have to add it one more time. Understood? App register. One more time you add that and automatically one more will come here. That means you are adding multiple times. Here currently only one is there because in the startup we mentioned only one, right? Actually what we do is here we design another, means one more design. That means actually our index is starting with how many pages? Only one. We can create one more and in that we can put that register. Then you can get multiple times. I will show you that in the next concept. We will see that. That means now we will able to design screen like this. Understood? Like this we can design. You may be thinking like, why exactly like this it is not coming? Same style, because they are not using bootstrap. Netflix people are not using bootstrap. Netflix people have their own CSS. They are using that. Actually, Netflix people use a CSS called Material MUI. MUI. They use MUI. Material UI. They use that. That is the reason their buttons are different, but approach is same. Our boots, we are using which one? Bootstrap. Netflix people use MUI. I will show you. This is MUI. This is MUI. This is the material UI library. You can see this is material UI. You can see Netflix is using it. Understood? Netflix is the customer of this MUI. It is using it. Not only Netflix, Amazon, Netflix, Spotify, NASA, all these people are the customers of that MUI. They use that MUI. In MUI, what happens is button looks rectangle like, square like, different appearance. Button is same. Colors are same. Colors are little brighter, darker. That is the reason 100% you can't achieve exactly how it is, because they use different library. And this library is not every time free. You have to buy it. Understood? You have to purchase the library. Bootstrap is free. Bootstrap is free. In companies, what they do, they purchase this and they will say that use it. Then what we have to do, we have to apply those classes. Then according to that, exact appearance will come. Right? You don't worry about that. Initially, you just need to design by using what? Bootstrap. Now, if I want to create, that means we will try to create this complete screen now. Understood? This initial screen we will try to create. In the background, what it is having? Background image. That means actually here, how many components are there? I will show you. See here, this is one component. Understood? That is one component. That is background index component. On that, this is header. This is actually main. Understood? In that main, again, they have a component called register. So it's a very lengthy hierarchy. We will design this. We will try to achieve this design along with the background, foreground, everything. Then it's very simple to understand how applications are created. That we will see in next session, because this all you have to practice up to this. Creating component, installing Bootstrap, setting up, giving the appearance, you need to practice. Then tomorrow our target is this. Okay, in tomorrow session we are going to build this front screen of Netflix. Okay, we will learn what are the components and how to design them. Then other techniques also you will learn. Currently we learned only one technique. What is it? Adding a component manually by using which documentation? Inline documentation. We will see another documentation, what it is, code behind, how it works. Then we can create such designs. Okay, tomorrow we'll continue, right? Yeah.